This is not a drill.
Repeat, this is not a drill.
Is that all you got?
Let's begin now.
What up? Oh, for sure.
All right, that is from the YouTube audio library, Ice Cold, from the band Audionautics. So, if anybody is having trouble sleeping tonight, it's a little bit late. I just came back from my friend's house drinking some coffee, a little bit too much caffeine. So, if anybody's out there unannounced for this unannounced live event, please stop by and say hello. MC Strap is in the house. What's up, man? So for tonight, nothing, I don't think I'll be staying on too late tonight. Just got in not too long ago, as I stated. So, thought I would share with you some of the best news and nonsense for this year. I want to give a shout out to Rob Collins from Linux Quest, and let's see, and also, of course, Stephanie Forryan from stephanieforryan.bandcamp.com. I had Linux Quest, I had Rob come on, join me for one Sunday afternoon for some assortment of topics and some news nonsense towards the end. And then I've had Stephanie join me from Boston, actually from Munich. She's originally from Boston. She's joined me for about a half a dozen or so of the news and nonsense stuff. So thanks to her. Also, again, check out her wonderful voice and her music on YouTube, or go to stephanieforryan.bandcamp.com. So MC Strap says, I'm addicted to a game called Rigs of Rods. I have never heard of it. What is that game all about, MC? Rigs of Rods. Is that a Windows game? Rigs of Rods. I don't know that one. Anyway, we'll see if anybody else jumps on here in the next couple of minutes. Then I'll play with you. I put together, edited some audio tracks from some of the best news and nonsense, and about 10 minutes or so. And we can just take a listen to it. And if anybody joins in while we're listening, please stop by and say hello. But I have not heard of Rigs of Rods. I bet you that's strictly Linux game, right? Oh, it's multi-platform driving simulator. Okay. Rigs of Rods. Boy, that is a strange name. Yeah. Let me, let's do this transition here. Not familiar with that one. I play, what do I play? Asphalt 8 Airborne for Windows 10. Rose is in the house. Hello, Rose. Thank you for joining me tonight. How are things in Canada? Are you from Canada? I can't remember. I actually have a good friend of mine Her first name is also Rose. She is the coordinator for the annual Dean Martin Festival each year, and actually it starts here this weekend. Dean Martin's daughter will be in town for the weekend. It would be the 100-year birthday of Mr. Cool himself, Dean Martin, and her name is Rose. Cool name. So how are you, Rose? So yeah, I'll play. You are. Yes. Okay. Cool. So I'll give it another minute or so, and I'll play some of the best news and nonsense for this year. About 10 minutes with my good friend Stephanie Forryan from Munich and Rob Collins from Linux Quest. Rose says who? So I know at least some people in Canada have heard of Dean Martin, right? Cool, Rose, you're doing fine. Excellent. How is the weather up in Canada? Here it is. It's still warm. It's in the 70s. Yeah, it's summer. It feels good. Maybe I can sneak in some swimming tomorrow. They say swimming is the best exercise. I would have to agree. I did pick up some late-minute Linux news. Briefly, Munich had switched to Linux. They were going to switch back to Windows. And now, because of the WannaCry ransomware, they're thinking about not switching to Windows and stay with Linux. So I guess fear is a very good motivator. Of course, you guys know I dual boot. Nice day and sunny 80. Yep. Just the way I like it. Just the way I like it. Hello, Jay. Welcome to the late night stream. Glad to have you here. I know you're joining in late, so this is going to be a fairly short late night live here on the Total OS Today Technology channel. I went to my friend's house. We were chatting, talking, and had a little bit too much caffeine and can't quite fall asleep. So this is late night live with yours truly. How are you, Jay? How are things going? Rose, you dual boot also. Yes, you do. And did you say that do I remember you mentioned the Windows XP because you like to play games? I think you did. If anybody else is joining the live stream late, please stop by and say hello. All right, so let's go ahead and let me play the edited news nonsense. It's just an audio track. There's no video with this. So I think what I'll do here to avoid feedback, let me go ahead and mute my mic. Everybody's doing good. Doing good. Yes, old games, Rose. Okay, that's right. Okay. Jay is from India. Okay, so it's not too bad for you. India, let's see. That is India. Is that Jay? Is that 7 a.m.? I should just cheat and go to the world time calculator, but I'm guessing it's 7 a.m. in India. Correct me if I'm wrong, then we'll start we'll play some news and nonsense, best of news and nonsense. It'll be about 10 minutes. You're asking, Rose, were you a radio announcer? Well, no, I've been told I have that voice, that smooth or friendly or soothing voice, but I love using it here on YouTube. But I did some acting in college and speeches and stuff like that. So, but yes, I'm very blessed with that voice, and that's why I am here. You know, God knows we need more friendliness in the world, don't we? Originally from the Philippines. Oh, okay. Jay says it is 9 a.m. Okay, well, that's excellent for you. I'm glad I could wake up to your morning, Jay. Cool. All right, so what I'm going to do, let's do this. I'm going to mute my mic, and I'll play the 10-minute news and nonsense. And if anybody else joins in, just go ahead and say hello. I will monitor the chat. And let's see here. MC Strap says, personally, Windows 98 is my favorite OS for old games. Really? Windows 98? Let's see. Windows 98. I think there were 2 editions for Windows 98. I can't remember. Yeah. Anyway, okay. So I'm going to mute my mic, and I'm going to turn on the desktop audio, and let's listen to some news and nonsense. Feel free to post, whatever comment you like on the news and nonsense, and let's have a few laughs tonight. God knows we need it. And hello, Lance. Good evening from the West Coast. Very nice. I have, it's been a while since I've been to California. I was there in 2003. I was in San Francisco, drove down to Monterey, and I will say Monterey was absolutely stunning. Yeah, wouldn't mind going back one of these days. Yep, Windows 98 SE. That's it, Windows 98 SE. Liam, hello. Very good. Okay, I'm going to mute my mic now. I'll play the news and nonsense audio track. Feel free to post your comments and post laughing or whatever. It's about 10 minutes. Let's all enjoy together. And then I'll stick around a little bit after that, okay? All right, so I'm going to mute my mic and go to the desktop audio. All right. Again, this is not a hard one to read because it's just so ridiculous. But here we go, Stephanie.
Okay.
Miami lawyer's pants catch fire during arson trial.
Oh, God.
The lawyer's pants caught on fire while defending his client in an arson case. Smoke. Oh my God. Smoke began to rise out of the 28-year-old attorney's pants after he had been fiddling with his pocket while arguing that his client did not intentionally set his car on fire. An observer says it was surreal. Duh. He was rushed out of the courtroom, and he returned claiming the fire was the result of a faulty e-cigarette battery. Here we go with the batteries again. Okay. Let's see. A deer crashes through the window of a Tennessee gym and runs laps. Huh. Yeah, it says here security cameras at a Tennessee gym were recording when a deer crashed through a window and ran a few laps before locking itself in the women's bathroom. oh dear. Okay. Wow. How does a deer lock itself in the women's? Oh, never mind.
See, here I have, several German cities have outlawed plastic bags, which means if you go grocery shopping, you are not allowed to have plastic bags in the store. And I have to say, Germany's been different about that for a while. Because if you say need a bag for your groceries, you have to pay for the bag. I think it's like 25 cents that you pay for the bag.
Oh, okay.
So you've always had to pay for bags, but now they're not even selling them. And so everybody's going with these canvas bags. And the thing that I think is funny about that is they've never had like checkout people. So there's no one there or they have checkout people checking you out, but there's never been baggers. And so you have to do that yourself. But the only thing is you have to do it super, super fast. And so because everybody's waiting and everybody's stressed out, just like everywhere. But so you have to sit there. I literally, I make sure I put the heavy things on the band first and then the lighter things on last so that I can pack my bag all in order, because you have to pay and pack at the same time.
Oh.
And as soon as you're done paying, the next person just starts with their groceries. And so then your groceries mix up. So you have to be lightning fast.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stephanie, that was a good job bagging that story. Ha ha.
Thanks for wrapping that up for me.
Let me get I got my pen, and that's 1 point for Stephanie and 20 for me. But no.
Yes, you're very right. Whenever I get into a pun war with you, I know I'm going to lose. So.
Do I have anything else before? Okay. Oh, this is cute. This is funny. Angry Scots.
Scotland, Scots.
Mhm.
Angry Scots use hair dryers to combat speeding drivers.
What?
Yeah, the seaside village of Hope Man in northeastern Scotland is beset by speeding motorists. The problem, according to Scotland police, the they're having problems because the situation is so dire that some local residents have taken it upon themselves to combat these unsafe drivers with the tools they have at hand: hair drivers, hair dryers, and high visibility vests. So there's a picture of this gentleman, the citizen, wearing this reflective, those vests that construction workers use in a highway,
Hmm.
like a reflect. Okay, he's wearing the vest and he's pointing a gun. Well, it looks like a radar gun, but it's a hair dryer. It's working because I guess the drivers think, oh, there's someone going to catch me for speeding. So I'm going to tell you something. These citizens are packing some heat. Let me tell you. But I'm
I
sorry.
didn't see that one coming. I should have, but I didn't.
Yes, as long as we've been doing that. Now, come on, get with the program here,
I
Stefan. No.
know, I know. And then my very last one
Yeah.
is about Italy, actually. I thought of you.
Hey, what's the matter with you? I'm not just kidding. Go ahead.
But basically, each year there is a town in Italy, and I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, but I think it's called Ivrea,
Okay.
Italy.
Okay.
And they throw a massive food fight every year where they battle each other with oranges.
Is this for real?
This is
Wow.
for real.
I
And
have
they
not.
do this every year. I think it's in February every year. And they do this because they're celebrating. I don't know if you can hear that. That's Studio Cat in the background.
Oh, how cute.
Yeah, she heard me talking about food, and now she's hungry.
Oh, of
Um,
course.
but basically, they get into an orange fight every year, and it's to represent a fight from medieval times against the man, basically.
Huh.
So people will dress up in medieval kind of costumes and get on a float, and then all the people on the street get to throw oranges at them.
I've been to Italy several times, and I must say I've never heard of that. I usually gone there. Well, I've been there in the summer down by the ocean. It's really beautiful. But
Hmm.
an Italian oranges. Hey, what's the matter? I want the oranges. Okay, I need the sun-kissed orange. Don't hit me in the face. Hey, that's kind of funny. Actually, I wish I was there.
The headline is This Italian Town Gets Juiced During Its Annual Battle of the Oranges.
Ha ha ha. Juice. Okay.
Since I can't think of my own puns, I just read them.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Lizards,
Yeah.
like little furry things. I don't know if you're like this, but this is actually from last fall, and the headline is "Ticklish rats giggle and jump for joy," according to to news. Now, anyway, I guess it's a German word, Freudensprung.
Ah,
That's
yes, that's jumping for joy.
well, see, I learned a new word, Freudensprung. So, anyway, I thought that story would tickle your fancy. Let's go on to the next one. Well, this is from New Jersey. A massive taco pizza draws huge crowd to New Jersey eatery. This taco pizza looks terrific. It's a restaurant has developed a cult following due to its massive taco covered pizza. It's a massive $75 taco pizza. I guess it's become a fan favorite, Stephanie. And he even had a customer come in from Sweden. Wow.
I
To
would fly over for that.
Yeah, it looks terrific, but you'll never guess the name of the business.
No.
It's Tony Baloney.
Out there. At one time, there was a Hannah Montana OS.
Yeah,
I
I know.
thought to myself, why not Tony Montana, man? OS.
Tony Montana. Oh, well, that would be something. Yeah.
Yes. You say hello to my little friend OS. Yeah, right.
You do a good job of that, by the way.
Say hello to my little friend. You see what I'm saying, man? Rob, here in Ohio, we have issue with cell phone service being spotty. Is that an issue in North Carolina? Here with the hills and the trees. Is that an issue there?
Yes. Yes.
Well, these are all real headlines. Canadian police searching for stolen cell phone tower.
No way.
Google it. These are all real because truth is stranger than fiction. Now, I know this has nothing to do with Linux, but I just have to toss this in for fun, right? Yeah. Apparently, the tower was dismantled to put on a truck. So you have trouble with coverage? No problem. Get your own tower. But this is true.
The world we live in.
Yeah, really. Okay, this is and why anybody. This is another one. And why anybody would want to steal $45,000 worth of lettuce.
What?
Do a search, unless it's a fake news, but somebody stole lettuce and the police were having pun with it, P-U-N, like what I do in my news and nonsense. The police issue. Dak Beep says, "Please tell me how you can steal a damn cell phone tower." Well, if there's no alarm on it, you have
a couple of hydraulic jacks.
A couple hydraulic jacks, a flatbed truck. If you have the tools, it's probably not that difficult. I don't know.
You know what I'm thinking of here, Toss? I'm thinking there's some guy who's like, I can only use my cell phone if I walk outside my house and walk up the hill. And he's thinking to himself, well, if I could get that tower just 25 feet closer to the house, I'm good. So the lettuce, you said how many heads of lettuce there, Toss?
It was $45,000 worth. And now the police issued a statement, a pun. Romaine, calm. Let us find the thieves. Oh.
But how do you move $45,000 worth of lettuce? Where do you go to get rid of that?
But the question, true, but why would you steal? Because it was easy to steal.
Maybe. Or you're wanting to make the world's largest salad.
I guess he's on a diet. I don't know what to tell you. So, and my last news and nonsense, I should have had more. And I saw the video of this. This is like a closed circuit TV. Florida police officer flees from mouse in CCTV footage. There's the camera facing like from the corner, like down, like this, and he's walking. He's got papers. He sees the mouse. He's got the papers. Sees the mouse. He goes, and he starts running away. Oh, those treacherous mice! Let me tell you. Check that out. That was kind of funny. Okay. Yeah, Rob is cool. Also, thanks to Stephanie Forryan. Stephanie is an independent singer-songwriter, angelic voice. Let me just type that in here. You can check out her music. Selling lettuce, yeah. I guess the people who stole the lettuce were on a diet. I have no idea. I'm stealing, yeah. Yeah, it's make sure I spell it right. StephanieForryan.bandcamp.com. Check out that website. You can buy her songs for as little as $1. You can buy her. She's got just a few albums. She writes pretty much everything herself. The last album she produced came out last year. The album was called Sweet Insomnia. She had a couple hits, top 40 hits or top 100 chart in overseas in, it wasn't Germany, I think it was in Netherlands. So check her out. Again, it's StephanieForryan.bandcamp.com. Beautiful voice, and big thanks to her for joining me on these recordings all the way from Munich. And also, of course, thanks to Rob Collins from Linux Quest. Of course, both Linux Quest and Stephanie Forryan both here on YouTube also. So, yeah, we just listened to some of the best news and nonsense for this year. I mean, I got hours of this stuff, but I just wanted to edit about 10 minutes, just to have a few laughs, and it was a lot of fun. All right, so let's go back to some of your comments, and I guess we can call it a night, unless more people jump on, or you guys want to chat for a little bit longer. Let's see. Bandcamp is a great site for artists to publish. Yeah, Lance. She, you can also check out her music. You can buy. She prefers, if you're going to purchase her music, now her music is on Amazon, iTunes, and all the other sites, but I think she told me that if you purchase an album or a song or whatever on the Bandcamp.com website, she gets almost immediate feedback on who's buying what. And if you purchased the physical CD, she also signs all the CDs. She autographs all the CDs herself. A nice personalized touch. And she's a terrific artist, very hardworking. She deserves a break here in the States. She wants to tour the States. Yes, Rose. In a way, I am her promotional manager. She called me the music ambassador. I'm doing what I can to spread the word. She is a former YouTuber of the month here on the Total OS Today Technology channel. To be quite honest, up until 2 years ago, I had never heard of Stephanie Forryan. A few guys mentioned her. I thought it was just another singer. I played one of her songs. I believe her song, the first one I heard was Dream On, written by her, and I was just floored. But yeah, she has a beautiful voice, and check her out if you haven't already, and I wish her the best of luck. So someone here in the States who, give her a break, make her come to your concert venue or radio station or, summertime outdoor venue. Give her a chance. You will not be disappointed. So she is actually flying back to the States here, I believe the end of the month for the summer. So we've talked about me going to see her, maybe do a live show from where she's from originally, and that would be Boston. Let's see, Rose. You got Sarah McLaughlin's signature. Oh, okay. I met her once before she became big star, and Amanda Marshall. I must admit, Rose, I do not know Amanda Marshall. Do not know her. By the way, let me give a plug to my other friend. Her name is Rose. I'm going to spell it here and put it down in the link in the chat. Rose Angelica, and she is a country music star, a local country music star, an Italian. I know it sounds kind of weird, but she is an Italian who's a big country music star. She wrote. My friend Rose here in town, she wrote 40 plus years ago or so in college, she wrote a song. She wrote a couple of songs. And one of the songs that Rose Angelica wrote years ago in college, she wrote a song called Girls Just Want to Drink Beer. And the way that song came about, on the weekends, her and her friends would, go out, whatever, have a beer or two, and guys would hit on them. And she'd be like, her and her friends would say, oh, go on, we just want to drink beer. Girls just want to drink beer. So she wrote the song 40-some years ago, true story, at Ohio State. She recorded a song years later, and last year that song became #1 on the country music chart. #1. It's an amazing story. Wow. And it just goes to prove that anything is possible. She wrote after that. She wrote another song, co-wrote it with a friend of hers, Donna. I believe her name was Donna. Oh shoot, I can't remember the last name. I feel bad. Anyway, she co-wrote a song called Saturday Night's the Girls' Night Out. Great title. And that song, I think, was #1 on the independent country music chart, based out in Nashville. So, yeah, Rose, man. Rose and Rose, yeah. It's the Rose show for this evening. Rose from Canada, yes. It really is a nice story. And I remember hearing the Girls Just Want to Drink Beer song back in 2011, 2012. They recorded it here in town at one of the local bars. And I thought it was a catchy song. I thought it was. I'm not into country music myself that much, but I thought it was a cool song to listen to. And one of the Nashville stations got wind of it, and the rest is history. So yeah, she's had 2 top songs on the country chart, and she is Italian. And she plays guitar. She writes songs and plays guitar. I believe she just signed another recording contract down in Nashville. She has a few YouTube videos, so check her out. And of course, you can just search Rose Angelica Girls Just Want to Drink Beer. It's a catchy song. Cool song written back in the 70s. Amazing story. So I wish her the best of luck. And this weekend coming up, she will be in charge of the Dean Martin Festival here in town, celebrating the 100th birthday of Dean Martin, Mr. Cool himself. Amanda Marshall, one of her big songs was Dark Horse. I'll have to check it out, Rose. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that, but I will check it out. If not tonight, maybe tomorrow. Where's she from, Rose? Where is Amanda from? I'm just curious. Yeah, please do check out Rose Angelica. You can also catch her. I have an app installed on my phone. I think it's Reverb Nation. And if you install that app and search her name, she's got about 9-10 songs on there, and pretty much she writes everything herself. She's got a gift. So yeah, cool. All right, so I'll stick around for a few more minutes. And Canada, Toronto, Canada. Okay, cool. Yeah, Canada's famous for popular acts. I believe the rock band Rush is from Canada, if I am not mistaken. The fusion band, not fusion, the top 40 jazz band, 480 East, I believe, is from Canada. And they named the band after the street where they had the studio, 480 East. They've been popular since the late 90s. So yes, Canada is famous. I believe, who's the other singer? She was popular in the 90s and early 2000s. I cannot think of the name. Shoot. Okay, Lance, you're quite welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Yes, I'll catch you next time. Yeah. Another YouTube site for musicians. Well, Rose, I suppose I could start another YouTube site, but I'm only close with 2. It's not enough, I don't think. So, yeah. Trust me, if Stephanie hits it big in this country, yeah, I may just have to start another site. I'm trying to think of the other star from Canada. Ugh. What is her name? I could see her face. She was popular in the 90s. Oh, shoot. She had a song called Love Can Move Mountains. So Into You. I think she sang Beauty and the Beast duet. Oh, I can see her face. I cannot think of her name. Oh, well. So any news articles that you came across in the world of technology you guys want to share briefly? I was just thinking if Apple's going to sell a lot of those home virtual assistants called the HomePod for $350. I'm sure someone will probably buy it. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to call it a night. I hope you guys had a few laughs. Those of you who missed it or come in late, you can just play this back on YouTube. I don't really do any editing for the live shows, good or bad. They're usually good. if there are any errors or mistakes, I'll just yeah, I'll just leave it the way it is so you can play it back. So Apple scares MC strap. Okay, MC, fill us in. Why does Apple scare you? Is it the pricing? That would scare a lot of people, right? I went to my first Apple store last year. I must admit, I was impressed. It was a cool looking store. Yeah, it was impressive. If I had the budget, I would have bought an Apple Mac computer just to see what all the fuss is about. Because a lot of YouTubers use exclusively Apple products. The pricing, yes, and the lack of upgrade. Understandable. Yeah, when you buy Apple products, you make sure you're set for the future. But they do tend to last. They have some sort of a fairly high resale value, so it's not too bad, really, if you know what you're buying ahead of time. Yeah, Linux is always a constant learning process, Rose. I know. I've been testing MX16, 16.1. Looks pretty impressive. I'll see if I can upload that video maybe tomorrow night. And yeah, lots of choices when it comes to Linux, obviously. Anything else for tonight, guys? My hobbies are, in the summertime, I like to swim, play tennis, and go jogging when the weather's nice. Okay, guys, I think I'll call it a night. Thanks to all of you who stopped by. Hope you enjoyed some of the best news and nonsense. I might do this again, maybe on a weekend. We can have more people join in and share some laughs. So always a joy, always a lot of fun doing these. So catch me on the next one. I think the next one, I've been preparing a rather important live event called Surviving YouTube and what's been going on with YouTube and the AdSense and the advertiser boycott. But it's scary. I saw one YouTuber with 1 million views or 1 million subscribers, an excellent channel, and boy, that channel needed help staying alive. But anyway, yeah, let's see a couple more comments here. You've tested out rigs of rods on Windows on the same machine and the performance is good on both. Cool. Think it would be video editing. Rose, because of my computer is somewhat outdated now and it takes like 20 minutes to edit a 10-minute video, I don't enjoy video editing as much as I used to, so I try to do as minimal video editing as possible. Yes, it is somewhat. It's I guess it's a sense of accomplishment to put something together with the video editing, with the intros and the music and stuff like that. But nowadays, you really need a nice beefy computer so it doesn't take as long. But sure, the video editing can be fun, but nowadays I try to do less and less and do stuff like these live events. So yes, Rose, thank you for stopping in, to all of you for stopping by for tonight. Good night to all, and always never stop laughing, right? Always enjoy some best news and nonsense when you can, of course. That's all I have for this one, guys. As always, enjoy your technology, and please don't text and drive. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Be safe.